Williams here in Tampa, Florida, and I'd like to welcome you to my shop. What will be following is a short tour of the shop, kind of show you what I'm all about. I've been a woodworker most all my life and really enjoy it. My father taught me a lot about it, and my grandfather taught me how to turn on a lathe. Not me turn on a lathe, but turn wood on a lathe. And it's something I've really gotten passionate about and enjoy. And over about the last year, I've gotten pretty serious with it, and I'd like to thank a few people like Captain Eddie Castellan and Carl Jacobson and Eric Anderson, Mike Wall, Matthias Wandel, and Sam Angelo, who I've learned a lot from, a lot of tips and techniques, and I really appreciate what you guys have done. I've learned a lot, and hopefully you'll see that a year of wood turning, serious wood turning for me has been pretty fruitful. Really have enjoyed it. One fellow I really want to thank, though, is Stephen Ogle. Steve, he's got to be my pen pal and wood swapping buddy up in North Georgia. Good Georgia boy, and he's just a great guy, just does some great videos. And I just commented on one of his, and we got back and forth, and I've been up to visit his shop, and hopefully he'll come down and visit mine one time. But just a great guy, and I think what I especially like about Stephen, I kind of saw it in his character through his videos. He's one of those people I really admire, first responders, and I thank him for his service, and thank all of you out there who may be first responders that run toward the action instead of away from it. So, Stephen, thank you for that, and thank you for all the wood we've been swapping around back and forth, and enjoyed my visit up there to your shop, and hope we'll get together again sometime. Really enjoy your videos. So sit back, take a look. Going to have a short shop tour and see what I'm about, and then hopefully quickly following that, I've got a piece of red bud that Stephen gave me, and I'm about ready to turn that, so hopefully I'll have another video right behind. So thank you, and hope you enjoy it, and I guess everybody says please subscribe, so join up. Thank you. Hey, my name is John Williams. This is my first video from Tampa, Florida about my wood shop, and I'd like to invite you in to take a tour. Come on in. Right this way. Well, welcome. We've got the air conditioner going in here, as you may hear it, but I kind of want to just give you a quick tour of the shop, and we'll start over here with my lathe, which is where I've been spending most of my time. And I've been building a lot of woodworking lathe tools, thanks to Captain Eddie, and something I'm going to come back and show you all a little about is my lathes and how I've got them set up on this mobile stand.
Wait, where'd that big one come from?
What?
Where'd the big one come from?
Woodcraft.
Oh.
I know the lathe. How do you think I was making those big bowls?
Oh, because I know about the little white one.
Well, that's my jet.
That's your jet. Oh, okay, well.
Well, anyway, this is it in the shop, and the other tools that I have. We'll take a quick tour around.
What's that Wood River thing? I haven't seen that before.
Well, I needed that to make those doors in there.
Well, what else do you have in here that I haven't seen before? I need to spend some more time out here.
Well, why?
Because I think I need to go shopping.
But don't, what? Okay, well, I think my tripod went shopping, but she's back and going to be silent now, so we'll see how this goes. I was pointing out my lathe tools that, and we'll get into more of this later when I do some specific things. The caddy I built for my tools to keep. That's the bar I'm going to be making a new beef hollowing bar with. 3/4 piece. I was going to show you that in a minute anyway. But the lathe I mentioned a little earlier, that very sturdy. I've got 150 pounds of sand down here in the bottom, and I've been trying to figure out what this weighs, but I think you saw me closing my fan, which ventilates the whole shop when I open some of the windows on the other side, so if I'm spray painting in here, but not that it's ever happened, but when I am spray painting shutters in here, like white, my wife's car ought to be moved from in front of it, but that's a story we'll talk about later. You never have too many clamps, and just in organizing, over here, all of my hardware, just kind of trying to keep it organized, but it always needs some cleanup. Obviously my compressor and my sharpening station for the lathe tools over here. And then coming around the wall, I got my Delta bandsaw, 14-inch bandsaw with the riser block, so I can do a 12-inch cut. Works great when I'm cutting some big bowl blanks. And as mentioned before, my Wood River hollow mortise tool, which, and we'll get into it more, but this folds over so I can slide this up, which allows me to keep one plane here with my chop saw, my DeWalt chop saw. Wood storage, obviously, and some old over sharpening tools don't get used as much, but sooner or later this is going to get drawers and get a little more up to date. Obviously the drill press and some machine tool storage. This is my dust collector. It works fantastic. It looks a little crazy, but it's a cobbled together Harbor Freight with an Oneida separator and a filter. And as we keep going around, my router storage, trying to keep that all organized. And I've got some various jigs and things under here. My workbench here is another thing that shops are always supposed to be organized, but we're working on this. And these are my marking tools. Whenever I'm sizing things up or marking them, you know them in here. And this is a really neat tool caddy I made a while back, but it was too heavy to really work. My hand planes, hand chisels, that type thing over here. My hero, the air conditioner, which down here in Tampa really makes this shop work. Some old drawers that sooner or later the contents will end up in new drawers over there. My MIG welder, which comes in awful handy when I'm making the tools and other things. One of my grandfather's tools. It's an old saber saw, not saber saw, jigsaw, which really works great. And this is my, well, for lack of other terms, it's just storage and kind of where I'm grinding some bowls now. That's some camphor, which if I had my smell turned on, you'd know it was camphor. So just things in there. I've got a new cast iron sink that one day I'll get all fixed up to go in here. Fortunately, got a refrigerator out here. And, well, just up above the window, I've got an old saw that actually belonged to my cousin's grandfather who came over from Sweden. And he was a super stud, actually used that while he was making a living along with that auger up above. So I've got a lot of generations of tools here, my father's, grandfather's, and cousins' fathers, and his grandfathers. And of course the refrigerator over here, just some paint storage and general storage or whatever. Knocking things down. But wood storage, my panels, that type of thing. So now we're kind of back to the start, but let me swing around over here. And of course I need to point out my chainsaw storage over here. This is the kind of thing that grandpas do when they've got a little extra time on their hands and they've got a grandson that likes airplanes. But it's a great place to store the chainsaw. But the heart of my shop is right here with this table, which holds my table saw. And I'll get into this a little more in detail, but there's some neat things here. And we've got a well here, which which open that up and I can put my planer, thickness planer in here, and I can have a great roll-out table for it. And obviously I'm working on straightening up the door here, but it rolls back.
What are you cutting?
We're cutting up some bowl blank. It's going to be here a while. I got some good help. Look at me, Mom. Say, Poppy's crazy.
Ready, Poppy?
Yep, go.
It's going to take them a while to cut it. Yeah.